Back to Morning Coffee here on the Radio Vision Network. We're just trying to get things settled in, folks. We're just trying to get things moving. We're trying to make things happen. That's what we do here. I want to thank you for tuning in because right now, listen, we've been dealing with a lot of canines this morning, all right? We've been talking about some doggies because that's what's happening, right? Because we love our dogs. And the dogs, they need the love back because we love them, they love us, and it's a great thing. So I wanted to talk, first, welcome to you guys. I've got Perry and I've got Shelby. And you guys are from Absolute Control Dog Training. I love the name. I love the name so much. And the logo, it's like a little play on the ACDT logo, right? Because you're back in black, right? These dogs are on a highway to heaven, right? Highway to heal. I like that. That was good. So guys, let's just talk a little bit about Absolute Control Dog Training in general. Just give me the rundown about the whole place. What is so awesome about you guys?
You know, the biggest thing about our business is, when people come to us with their dogs is we try to end all the conflict sometimes the handlers having with their dog.
Yeah.
It's just like people don't call the police when everything's going great. Okay, right. So they contact us because they're having all kinds of conflict and issues in the house, and we go after that. We show them how to remediate these things, how to get the dog working for them and with them, which is important. It's all about working as a team.
Yeah.
We handle every dog that comes to us. We handle differently, just like people are different. Dogs are different.
Yeah.
So we do an evaluation. I look at all kinds of things. How the dog acted as I approached the dog, how the dog acted on a slippery floor. When somebody else, another dog walks by, I'm looking at all these things, and then we formulate a personal game plan for everyone to say, hey, this is where we need to take this dog. I don't put a number on lessons. I make it completely unlimited.
That's huge. I mean, you mentioned this off the air, and I was like, wait a second. So your program is kind of, it's not like, all right, look, they're going to come in for 10 weeks. You're going to get 10 lessons. It's going to cost this much, and you're going to do this much time. And at the end, the dog is either good or it's not. Right? That's how it works? No. That's not how it works. It's actually kind of the opposite of that. Let's explain.
Right.
Explain the
well,
scenario.
We want everybody, they come in and they'll see my dog work and, it'd be oohing and on. When I tell them, hey, that's our basic program, and your dog can do that. Dogs learn at different rates. Okay, so you may have a dog that gets 10 or 15 lessons and really excels, and you have a dog that it's almost there but not quite there yet. I want everybody to have the same dog. This is what they want. This is what they pay for. So I don't put a number. When we get there, we get there. I'm not rushing the dog through anything. I want the dog to be happy, and you know what? The handler has to enjoy coming to the program. And watching their dog excel. I think
it's such a special scenario, and it sounds to me just like such a fantastic environment, because I think that a lot of people feel a lot of pressure. The handlers feel a lot of pressure because they're failing the dogs, right? And they feel bad because they're not doing the right things to make sure that this dog is living the happiest, most productive life, and that's really what it comes down to, right? The dog is acting out in a way because it's not happy, because it's unsettled in one way or another.
Right. A simple way to put it is that people come in and complain that they're taking their dog for a walk and the dog is pulling on the leash. So they're fighting the dog back and they're being drugged all over the place. You know what? When the handler and the dog go for a walk, they should both be enjoying the walk.
Yeah.
So we put that into the dog. So that it's always a happy experience, and like I said in the beginning, it ends conflict. Like, I got to take the dog for a walk and get drugged down the street. No, I don't want that.
Right.
I want you to go out and enjoy yourself.
And get a few steps of exercise, right? I mean, that's the goal. And what I think is really neat about what's going on over there at Absolute Control is that you guys are the best, but it's not like, hey, look at us, like, I mean, obviously you like the attention, but the attention comes kind of just as a natural offshoot of what you guys do. You work with almost every police department in the state. And this is kind of like, this is where the benchmark gets set. Because if you can't properly train your police dogs, right, who are at the highest level of what you would consider canine training, right? They go to you.
Right.
And I can do that. I could bring Charles Barkley, who's my beagle, to you guys, and he gets the same type of training that the highest level canine gets. I mean, this really is something awesome.
Our basic obedience package is the standard for what every police dog in New Jersey has to know. That
is awesome.
That way, if a police officer can walk right into class and he'll fit right into the obedience portion of a civilian dog, and it makes it easier for me because they're all trained the same. When people see that, the off-lead handling of the dog and whispering commands and the dog very focused on you, and they're watching the police officers work their dog, and these guys compete nationally across the country, and when they receive that type of training, it's very fulfilling.
It's got to be awesome to be a part of. And listen, while I have it, I'm up against a break, guys. This is going to go so fast. I'm just warning you right now. I'm really excited about it because I think it's awesome what you guys do, and I want to make sure. But I think I actually know someone that sent a dog to you guys. I'm waiting for a text message back to make sure that that's the case. But let's get everybody some information real quick right before we go to break. Let's give them the website real quick.
It's www.southjerseyDogTraining.com. We have Facebook and Instagram.
That's
so
perfect.
You can follow us on there.
So if I go to Facebook, just bang in Absolute Control. Yep. I bet you don't even get through Control. I bet you it comes up like almost right away, right? Because so many people, you guys are interactive, and those videos are up there. They put so many videos of training and success stories and all sorts of stuff, especially on the Facebook page. So go check it out. And we live on the internet, right? This is just such a wonderful convenience. Open another tab. Go to the top of your browser, open another tab, and go to the website or the Facebook page right now while you're listening to it. It can only enhance your experience, right? Yes. I mean, this is just a beautiful thing. So let's take the break. We got to take a quick one right now. But when we come back, we're going to jump more into like the nitty-gritty of kind of what's going on over there at Absolute Control Dog Training. So don't go anywhere. We will be right back here on the Radio Vision Network. Stick around.
Living easy. Living free. A lifetime ticket on a leash-free ride. Absolute Control Dog Training has been a staple in the Delaware Valley for over 20 years. We have helped thousands of clients unleash their dog's potential, as well as train and certify dozens of our local police canine units. Train like the pros. Come visit our new 15,000 square foot air-conditioned indoor and outdoor facility in Medford, New Jersey. We offer daycare services, puppy school, basic obedience, agility, tracking, protection, and scent work. If your dog has one or more of the 53 behavioral issues like food, toy, people or dog aggression, counter-surfing, or many more, we can help. Call us at 609-451-5252 or visit us on the web at www.southjerseydogtraining.com. ACDT is your highway to heal.
Saving your business money is as easy as 1, 2, 3. Tanker Consulting Services, a payment solutions expert, will show you how with a free, detailed, written analysis illustrating your cost savings. We usually uncover savings between 10 and 25%, and sometimes more. We can help your business succeed by providing reliable and secure merchant payment solutions such as merchant services programs, point-of-sale systems, and ATM machines. TCS, one of the leaders in regional credit card processing consulting, offers electronic payments to merchants locally and nationwide through our preferred vendor programs. We work to keep business costs down with a comprehensive suite of quality products, services, and customized credit card processing programs exclusively tailored for your company. TCS is convenient, reliable, and innovative, with customer service available 24/7, 365 days a year. Our in-depth industry knowledge, partnership strategy, and innovative processing solutions allow for a specialized approach to providing merchant bank processing with 100% full fee disclosure. TCS is one-stop shopping for all your merchant services solutions. Our clients save money 100% of the time. Trust Tanker Consulting Services, the knowledgeable, professional, and friendly provider of secure payment services. We set the standard by which others are measured. Call now for a free written analysis. 609-922-0201.
Welcome back to Morning Coffee here on the Radio Vision Network. I am Mark Cook, and very conveniently it says that at the bottom of the screen. That's very, very cool. So I'm talking to Perry and Shelby from Absolute Control Dog Training. and I found out some really awesome information during the break. So let's figure out where I want to start here. I want to start with this number. Okay, this number that I have is a big number. 15,000 is the number. Now, Mr. Parks, what does that number mean to you?
That's an estimate about how many dogs I've trained and certified over the years. I've been doing it for coming up on 34 years now. And between the civilian world and dogs I've trained and competitions, certifications, the academies I ran, I worked out of Atlantic City and Camden County and also New Jersey State Police. After 9/11, I was assigned to New Jersey State Police headquarters, their canine academy. They didn't have trainers on board yet, so my police department loaned me out. I was there for about 4 years, and we were doing dogs for anti-terrorism, patrol dogs and explosive dogs, because that was the rage. And at the time, the federal government was funding it because of the terrorism threat.
Yeah. I mean, we had a lot going on, but man, that number, 15,000 dogs trained. That's something that you should be really, really proud of.
You know what? I am. And it's funny, people come back to me all the time, you know, even after that dog has passed on and I start their new dogs. Sometimes all the names start to run together a little bit.
Yeah.
Trying to remember.
I'm
exactly
sure.
how it
I'm sure, because once you find kind of like that magic trainer that I believe that's right, that's kind of the reputation that he has,
Absolutely.
that you don't go anywhere else, and yeah, when you get another dog, you take them right to you, because they know of the success that they had with the previous dog. But you know, it's impressive to a guy like me, because man, the passion you must have for 30 years to get up every day, and man, not every day was great. Be honest with me. Tell me, there's days you got bit, probably. There's days that were tough, but the overlying thing is that, man, I love helping these animals and the people that are associated with them.
When it comes down to every day you get up and I step into that arena, just like when I was a police officer, and now I'm in that dog training arena, and every day is a challenge. And do I get bit every now and then? I train police dogs. I've been in the hospital 5.5 days in traction.
Yeah.
I have scars all over me.
Oof.
But things like that never, take a step back.
Never deter you.
No, because I understand it. I know why it happened. I'd be honest with you. I'll train a dog during the day, and a dog has a particular issue. I go to bed at night. I wake up in the middle of the night staring at the ceiling saying, I know how to fix that.
I got to figure this out.
And your brain's always working because it is a passion.
Yeah.
And you never, working with animals, you never get tired of it, because just like being a police officer, every day was different. Every day's different.
Yeah, because they're all so different. They all have such personalities. But I imagine that some of those like problem dogs, they can give you even more answers sometimes than some of the dogs that are easy to train, right? I mean,
even during my police career, as Shelby developed into a great trainer, and the years I have experienced, I look back now and I'm thinking, with my first police dog, I wish I knew with that dog what I learned by the time I was on my third dog, because I could have made my first dog even better than my third dog. But that's a learning process, and this is one of those jobs that you can go to all kinds of schools and learn about it.
Right.
You got to do it every day. You got to be in the trenches doing it.
Yeah, that's what makes your life and your career so special. It's such an overwhelming thing for me, because I hope to leave some sort of impact or mark on this world the way you have, and I just think it's really really special. Now, Shelby, I want to switch gears, because look, that 15,000, that's a big number, right? When we talk about the dogs, behavioral modified, right? Was that a nice way to behavior modification, right? Now, here's another number, 10,000. Now this is only 5,000 less, but we're not talking about dogs now. We're talking about square feet.
Yep, that's our training arena in Medford, New Jersey, and it is AstroTurf for the dogs' pads, so it doesn't tear them up. Yep,
10,000 square foot training facility right here in Medford, right in our backyard. That's awesome.
Completely AstroTurf.
Completely AstroTurf. This is like better facilities than the Phillies have for like their off-season training, right? I mean, this is awesome. No, we know the Phillies have nice facilities. Come on, I was just kidding. Relax. Gosh, you're so sensitive. But this is really, really a cool thing, right? I mean, a 10,000 square foot training facility with AstroTurf laid out, and I imagine I got to come check it out because I'd like to just see it.
We have agility equipment.
Yeah,
for
I
the
can
dogs.
imagine
We
the
have a scent
equipment.
wall.
And
we do building searches with the police dogs.
here's a question: did you ever see the future of this 30 years ago? Like, did you ever think that there would be 10,000 square foot facilities with all of this awesome equipment around? Like,
I used to use abandoned buildings. That almost like Amityville Horror, you would go in and see the holes in the
Right.
floor, and that's how we train. All kinds of weather, you know, our facilities, heated, air conditioned, AstroTurf. It took me a while to get used to that.
Yeah.
Because that was not the norm in any arena of training.
yeah, everything's state of the art. It's nice and it
Right.
works right. And you're like, well, wait a second. This is not what I'm used to here. I'm used to like getting out there in the dirt and getting it right. Like,
You know, it's funny when people come in, just like anything else, you want them feeling relaxed, you know?
Right,
When they come
right.
in and they sit down, and we have a lounge area and buildings set up for search and for they could watch the drug or bomb dogs work, and then it's spread out so that when the civilians come in, they have long runs, so they could do distance control with their dogs, so that we're practicing. So when they're at a dog park, okay, we have that much room that they can practice calling their dogs away from another group of dogs, coming to a finished position.
Oh, that is so cool. You could actually
everything.
put in practice what
Right.
they're going to be dealing
In real
with.
life.
That is so cool. Now, I don't want to go. I don't want to say the wrong thing, but is it on Stokes Road? Did I read that right? Is it?
It's off 541 Main Street in Medford. One block in, it's Charles and Tidswell.
All right.
It's one block in off of
Close.
541.
Close.
Yeah.
That was close.
You're close.
Close.
You're close.
But I think the best way would be to go to the website.
And
Right?
we are very rescue friendly, and it's family oriented. We
Yeah.
can bring the kids out. They can watch. They can.
That's important. That's really important to mention, and they want to make sure that we talk about how family friendly the place is, and how safe the environment is, and how welcoming, and how a part of the community that you guys have become. And really, you wouldn't be able to build and have such a great facility there if you weren't in it for the long haul. If you weren't ready to be an active participant of this amazing community
Right.
that you want to be a part of, and I just think it's so fantastic that we have such a facility like that, again, right here in our own backyard in South Jersey.
Which is where Perry was a police officer also.
Oh, great. Where?
I was a police officer in Medford Township. The building sits in the district I worked in most of the time.
Oh, that's cool.
So, you know, I have a lot of memories there, having
That's
have been
very
there so
cool.
long. And but like you said, as far as being friendly, you know, for people coming in, and most important, I've been at different training facilities. Our place is comfortable, and that's
Yeah.
what I like about it. It's just extremely comfortable.
Yeah, and that's really, I mean, if I was even considering either dog training or doggy daycare or some sort of specialty training, I mean, just hearing that would make me want to find out more about you guys right off the bat, and maybe not even look at anybody else, because if you can be, comfortable with the environment, then you know that it's going to be much more effective on the other side, because everybody kind of has, everybody has it all together, right?
Well,
I mean,
and when you're training a dog, it should be the whole family.
Right.
The whole family should come out and get involved.
right,
So that's
because
the only way to make it work. So you need the whole family out there to put the whole thing together.
that's why these guys are the experts, and I'm just here asking questions, because it is. It's the truth. Now, I know we have a banner we wanted to show. I got a picture here. So this is just a nice little shot of a little piece of the training facility there. I mean, you obviously can't see how massive it is, but you can see here the phone number is there. I mean, check it out. SouthJerseyDogTraining.com. That's the easiest thing you're going to need to do, is just go to the website. And you guys have doggy daycare, which I think that people, if they go to the website, they should check that out. And you need to call and make an appointment. It's not that big of a deal. You just call and you say, look, I'm dropping my dog off at this time, and then you drop it off at that time, and it'll be fine. But you do all the scenarios, right? You do full day, you do half day. Even if I got to go run some errands, you'll watch the dog for me, and I can drop them off and pick them up.
Our clients, even when they're busy, you know, they sometimes they're going to be training at night. They go to work and they work in the area, so they don't have to run back and forth to get their dog. They come, they bring their dog to us. The dog stays with me all day, and then come training time, they're done work. They come in, boom, they train their dog, and then take the dog home from there. So it became very convenient.
Yeah,
for people,
that's awesome.
Yeah.
And that scenario is available for everybody out there. So I think you should look into it. So here's what we're going to do, guys. we're going to take a break. When we come back from the break, I know you guys sent over a video of some of the training. I want to show that. So we're going to hang for a couple minutes. You guys are going to see the commercial or see a bunch of commercials, and then you're going to watch this video, and then we'll come back and we'll talk a little bit more with Perry and Shelby from Absolute Control Dog Training. So here's what you're going to do. You're going to hang through the break. You're going to stay right there. And then you're going to watch a training video on the way back about Absolute Control Dog Training. Then we're going to come back and talk a little bit more. So stay right there on the Radio Vision Network.
Living easy. Living free. A lifetime ticket on a leash-free ride. Absolute Control Dog Training has been a staple in the Delaware Valley for over 20 years. We have helped thousands of clients unleash their dog's potential, as well as train and certify dozens of our local police canine units. Train like the pros. Come visit our new 15,000 square foot air-conditioned indoor and outdoor facility in Medford, New Jersey. We offer daycare services, puppy school, basic obedience, agility, tracking, protection, and scent work. If your dog has one or more of the 53 behavioral issues like food, toy, people or dog aggression, counter-surfing, or many more, we can help. Call us at 609-451-5252 or visit us on the web at www.southjerseydogtraining.com. ACDT is your highway to heal.
Saving your business money is as easy as 1, 2, 3. Tanker Consulting Services, a payment solutions expert, will show you how with a free, detailed, written analysis illustrating your cost savings. We usually uncover savings between 10 and 25%, and sometimes more. We can help your business succeed by providing reliable and secure merchant payment solutions such as merchant services programs, point-of-sale systems, and ATM machines. TCS, one of the leaders in regional credit card processing consulting, offers electronic payments to merchants locally and nationwide through our preferred vendor programs. We work to keep business costs down with a comprehensive suite of quality products, services, and customized credit card processing programs exclusively tailored for your company. TCS is convenient, reliable, and innovative, with customer service available 24/7, 365 days a year. Our in-depth industry knowledge, partnership strategy, and innovative processing solutions allow for a specialized approach to providing merchant bank processing with 100% full fee disclosure. TCS is one-stop shopping for all your merchant services solutions. Our clients save money 100% of the time. Trust Tanker Consulting Services, the knowledgeable, professional, and friendly provider of secure payment services. We set the standard by which others are measured. Call now for a free written analysis. 609-922-0201.
Our number one priority is having a well-trained and functionally pristine working canine. With this said, pedigree is very important, but not a primary consideration when solely looking at the functionality of the dog. Would you like a beautiful-looking dog that when crunch time arrives, fails at the primary task? Pedigree should always be a second consideration to having a well-trained dog. We are an intimate organization that specifically cater to our clients. We do not have an assembly line approach. Like dogs, every human is different when it comes to social, temperament, and drive traits. There are great dogs all over the world that we have access to, including ones right here in the United States and in our backyard. We match our client to the dog so each party has a unique, positive, and loving experience and is a joy to be a part of the family. If and when a call to action is needed, the canine will defend you and yours with relentless fervor.
Been like freaked out all morning. Oh, hey, there he is. Hey, hi. I haven't been freaked out all morning. You didn't hear that. Good morning and welcome back to Morning Coffee here on the Radio Vision Network. I'm talking to Perry and Shelby, and yes, you caught me. We were talking offline a little bit, and we're just watching that video with the training video. This is like amazing what is happening over there. I always picture the old like the big thing that they put on their arms, right? And then they run through the field, and then the dog runs up and grabs it. It's like, ah, right? And like that's like the old school way to train dogs. So watching that video and seeing a little bit of the modern twist on it is really cool. But I want to talk something real quick with you guys about track record. Okay, track record is a really kind of big thing for people. They want to know where you've been. How did you get to where you are? Are you really the expert? Are you really what you say you are? So Perry, I have a question for you, and it involves your track record. How many dogs have, it's a two-part question. Part one, how many dogs have you failed? And part two, how many people have come back and complained about those dogs that you failed?
I've never had dogs fail, and I'll tell you why. I always take every dog, and no matter what the issue is, I want to continue to work that dog because it becomes a challenge to me to fix this problem. And don't get me wrong, some dogs come in with some serious issues.
Of course.
And this is what I tell people. I will never give up on that dog. They may give up on the dog before I do. And here's another thing. When they see our training, a lot of things that happen is they think their dog's finished. Maybe in their eyes, but not in my eyes. And I always tell them, I'm glad you're satisfied with the dog, but we could take this a little further.
Yeah.
And that's how I feel about
better.
it. You know? And I've never had anybody complain about the training because they know I instill that in them to make these dogs the best. Okay?
It's fantastic. I walked you right into it, Perry, because I knew the answer, and I had to bring that up. 33 years you've been doing this. Do you know that there is probably, I'm going to go out on a limb here. I'm just going to do it, Shelby. You're not going to stop me. I'm just going to go out on a limb and say that there's no other trainer in the area that can say that. That they've been practicing for as long as you have and been as successful as you have. There is nobody that can match your track records, to bring it all right back.
I don't believe there is anybody, and I'm not saying this about myself, but over the years, I was fortunate enough, I worked in a canine unit, had 3 partners. So when it comes to canine, whether it's just the basic obedience or behavioral modification, I competed nationally. I train other officers to compete nationally. I had one dog, there's 18,000 police dogs that compete between the United States and Canada. We came in 2nd in obedience, 14th overall.
That's awesome.
And that is, that's working a really good handler and a really good dog. The dog that we came in 2nd with, I rescued out of the front seat of a pickup truck.
That's awesome.
And to think about this, how far we took that dog, we nicknamed him the King because he did so well.
Yeah, nobody else could have done that with that dog.
And the other thing, I have a sport dog group. We meet on Sundays where we do apprehension work. The guy in a suit coming, and I could give them experiences because I had the opportunity as a police canine officer on the street to make real life apprehensions of what happens to the dog, and when there's all kinds of distraction and noise. I was on SWAT for 18 years with my dog, and I tell people, I said, pushing the dog to the limits where my life actually depended on his. So my life depended on how well I trained him.
Yeah.
So and I train to that extent because it means so much to me. I'm here on this earth because of my dog, and it is what it is.
That's awesome. That really is just so special, Perry. I think it is just such a cool thing. And Shelby, I want to mention, I'm up against it. They're making signs at me. They're doing all sorts of stuff, right? But I wanted to mention something that I know that's really kind of special to you, and that's the puppy school that you guys have.
Yes.
Because look, there's so many people out there. They just got a new puppy, right? And they're like, oh, well, okay, well, he's okay, but we should socialize him, and we should make sure that he's potty trained and potty trained.
We have an AKC.
Is that right? I mean, is that
potty it's always
it is potty
it's
training,
always
right?
issues with puppies. Yep, potty training.
But I feel like they should come up
chewing.
with a different name for it, right? Because that insinuates the dog goes into the restroom and lifts up the seat, right? That's not happening.
It's more getting them out there.
But this puppy school is kind of it's fairly new. It's a little bit different than the traditional like obedience school type stuff. So why don't you just tell me a little bit about that?
We are AKC certified puppy school. They get a lot out of it. We do nutrition, CPR, first aid for your dog. We also, do different classes with them. We teach them how to sit, how to down. It's all very important for them. But the socialization that they get in those early stages is very important.
Yeah, it's
very important.
It's fantastic. It's fantastic stuff. So again, if you've gotten a puppy, you need to talk to Absolute Control Dog Training about their puppy school. So Do we have another? I know, Brianna. I know we're running out of time. I know I'm killing you here. Can we just throw up that other picture real quick? Yeah. So we just want to make sure that everybody sees there. There's some of the affiliations that they're look. I mean, top notch all the way. Go to SouthJerseyDogTraining.com and get all of the information. They're right in Medford. It's a 10,000 square foot facility. It's air conditioned. It's comfortable. It's astroturfed. It's awesome. I don't know any other way to describe it besides just being simply awesome and something that you guys need to check out. So this is our little tradition here, guys. I'm going to have you look into camera 3, and this is the time where you get to say whatever you want. Now, I urge it to be about the dog training, about absolute control, but it could be, hey, I've gotten surprised, believe me. So please just invite everybody down and to check you out and all that stuff, and I'll try to shut up for a minute.
I think
here.
what sets us apart is Perry, honestly.
You know, when it comes to your dog, just remember this is a family member who's going to be with you up to 15 years, and during that time, think about how great it would be that there was no conflict, things you didn't have to worry about, always under control. You could take your dog anywhere and not have to worry about it. And you know, jokingly, I tell people a lot of times, I train people's dog, and I say, "Can you train my children?"
Yeah.
You know, because the dogs do so well, and never give up on them, because you know sometimes we have people come to us and oh, my dog's aggressive, and my dog's just, and sometimes it's just a really minor fix. So you come to me. I'm going to do a free evaluation on your dog, and I'm going to say, hey, this is what it is, okay? We can fix this, and this is how I'm going to do it. I'm going to tell you up front, this is how I'm going to fix this. And even though I have to formulate an individual game plan for every dog, and I love doing that. You know, sometimes I see a dog, I said, oh, I see that. I'll watch a dog come in, and all of a sudden he rises up on his nails on a slippery floor. I went, look, he's got a little environmental issue going on here. We're going to fix that. You know,
awesome.
People come to me all the time and look, my dog's aggressive, and I walk towards the dog and I put my arms up, and the dog's running the other way. I said, no, he lacks confidence.
Yeah.
He's not aggressive. He just wants to get out of here.
But you're like the ultimate talent evaluator.
Right.
Like you look and you're just like, oh, all right, well, there's my halfback.
Right.
There's my run. Right? Like,
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
awesome. That it
Yeah.
really is something very special,
Yeah.
and I think that everybody out there, he said something, and he said it in passing that I think that you really should take notice of. He's going to give you a free evaluation of the dog. He's going to be able to tell you if you think you're going to be able to help them or not, or whatever really is going on. That you're just going to be open, clear, and honest with them.
Right.
And that's all people need. That's all people want, really.
And, you know, I always tell people, sometimes they come in, and as bad as it is, I'm going to tell them I'm going to work with them.
Yeah.
I'm going to give it everything that I have and everything that I've learned over the last 3 decades, you know, about training dogs. And here's the other thing. I may learn something from that dog.
Yeah.
Okay, and that's really the beauty of it.
That's a pro. That's a
when
pro
we're
right there.
training. Yeah.
Still
And
learning.
Here's the other thing. If you go to a dog trainer and he tells you he knows everything about dog training, that's the guy you got to get away from, because it's constantly evolving.
It's impossible
It's
to
impossible.
know everything.
It's constantly involving what you're learning and what you're seeing, and you know what? I sometimes I have to push little buttons to see this is what's going to make this dog perform for us.
Yeah, it's amazing, and I hope. Listen, I'm going to invite you back right now. That we maybe bring the dogs in here and we actually get into some nitty gritty stuff. That would be fantastic. But I want to thank you for spending a few minutes with me this morning. This was fantastic, and I urge everybody out there to just check out. It's SouthJerseyDogTraining.com. It's the easiest website in the history of the internet. SouthJerseyDogTraining.com. Go there right now. Open a new tab and go there right now. Then go to their Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. I don't know. What's the other
We
one?
have all 3.
That's it. That's it. Right.
have
That's
all
good.
three
I got
social
him.
media.
I
Yeah,
got
you
him.
got
I don't know
'em.
what I was thinking. I was thinking of something
hit 'em.
else. But seriously, SouthJerseyDogTraining.com. Shelby, thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you.
Perry, really nice to
Thank
meet
you.
you. Thank you for
Thank
coming
you.
in. And that's going to do it for me this morning. But stay tuned, because I think Carol is in the house. So you're not going to want to miss that. You're going to stay right there on the Radio Vision Network.
Today's show is sponsored by Hargrove Demolition, your demolition experts. Hargrove is a family-owned and operated business right here